So if you're wondering why I'm filming my screen instead of screen recording, that's because my screen recording won't work, so I'm just filming my screen. So I set things up to where I'm going to start in last against the 110% AI in Jeddah, and so I went ahead and started the qualifying session, and so here we go. Down the main straight to begin the lap, and we attempt to take the first corner flat out and go into the barrier. So with that, we will be starting in last place as we have to retire from the session. And as we will see, so we will be starting in the very back of the grid for the race. And remember, the race is only 5 laps. The race is going to only be 5 laps. So we're going last to first in just 5 laps against 110% AI. So here we go, starting the race. And the lights go out, and we get a really good start as already up into 15th. And we don't even approach the first corner, and as we do, a little bit of shoving, getting the elbows out as we try to go around the McLarens, and so far a very good start up into 13th. More shoving against the Haas, and 3 wide almost, and we go around the corners that complete sector 1, and as we complete sector 1, we get a little bit of an incident coming into the hairpin, where, however, Stroll and Latifi remain in, but Zhou Guanyu and Mick Schumacher are out, and that does definitely hurt our start, as here comes Latifi, and we kind of try to block him off, but it seems there wasn't enough space for him, and here comes Stroll, another person who was able to get out of the incident. And here he comes. He's catching up. We don't have any front wings, so no downforce. A little bit of contact and a little bit of shoving, and I think Stroll had enough space. The AI is not very good at racing. It's not the best AI among racing games as Stroll retires, so we have front wing damage, so I decided to go into the pits because if we want to get back into this race, we are going to need wings. So very good. Quick entry into the pits as we come into our pit lane and get a new set of tires and a new set of front wings. So long stop, but it should be worth it because going around these tracks without wings is not going to work. And the leaders come back, and we kind of cut Perez off, and then Verstappen runs into us, and now I think the entire grid has caught up at this point. We are still almost a lap down, and Fernando Alonso is able to get by. I believe that's Alonso, and then we reset to the track because I'm not trying to do a 180-degree turn or whatever, and we get just a bit of wheel spin, and we end up taking out Russell. So as we try to get back on, we end up also taking out Ocon. However, Hamilton is able to squeak by, and so 4 cars out before we even reach the hairpin, so that's not very good. And you see here's Magnussen, and someone just goes right into the back of this crew and takes everyone out. And then, speaking of taking out, Magnussen tries to go around the outside. We try to block him off, and he is out of the race now. Here comes Hamilton around our outside, and we take him out too. He gets blocked a bit, and he just doesn't lay off. And so, yep, he tried to go for a gap which didn't exist. Just like I think Norris did. Yes, that's Norris. So Norris also tries to go for a gap which doesn't even exist, leaving just Ricardo, us, Stroll and Latifi, and not Stroll and Latifi, and Albon and Vettel in the race. And Daniel Ricciardo is coming by soon. There he is. And we speed things up, trying to really get some time on these corners. And I didn't even see Ricciardo, honestly, until he got there. And there we have Vettel and Albon kind of just standing there. So we get past them, even though they're the only two drivers who are still in the race. And there they are. But they're not moving for some reason, even though nothing is blocking their way. So as I said, the AI is not very good. They've been crashing into us practically the entire time, which is why we have to go back into the pits and get a new set of front wings. So a little frustrating, but no, I don't really care because there's only 3 cars on the track, and we are ahead of the other 2, which aren't really moving. So a new set of front wings, because we still have 2 laps left, honestly, and we lose the wing flap after a couple corners, and also they're out of the race now. So here's a replay, and now they're out of the race. So now we're the only ones on the track, so all we have to do is just go around the track 2 more times, and we will win the race. So here we go. We're still not in the lead yet, as Hamilton was a lap ahead of us. So we go around, and we will be about to overtake Hamilton, and we're about to pass him. That's where he crashed into us, and we are in the lead. And so as we go around the final lap, down the main straight we go, and we cross the line and win the race. So very hard race, but we get it done against the hardest AI.
So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day? Charles